everybody, welcome to VCC in Vancouver, the beautiful city. I'm Angela from the International Education Office, and with me is Derek.
Hi, Angela. Nice to be here. Hello, everyone who's watching right now.
Derek is one of our international students at VCC. He's also an international peer mentor, so he'll give us a little bit more information about the peer mentorship experiences that he's had. So, Derek, how is life in Vancouver for you? Is it expensive to live here?
Vancouver is a city unique of its own. It's very expensive, actually. It's very multicultural, but again, with expensive, it's more than double than you've expected. So as much as possible to anyone who's aspiring to study in Vancouver, if you think you're financially prepared already, think twice, because you might have more than triple the expenses that you will have prepared for when you're already here.
So Derek, before you came to Canada, why did you make the decision to choose Vancouver and not the other city or the other country?
So when I selected Vancouver, it's because of the weather. They say that Vancouver has the best weather here in Canada. It's not that cold compared to other cities, and it doesn't really snow much here, but I was surprised that it's really wet here. But at the same time, one of my considerations is the culture, and at the same time the places that are attractive here, like especially the hiking and stuff like that.
How long have you been here in Vancouver, Derek?
I've been here since March 2024.
So it's just been a little over almost 1 year. Guess how long I have been in Vancouver? I've been in Vancouver since 1998, probably before some of you were born. I've been living in Vancouver for 27 years right now, and have never really left this area, except for maybe a year or two outside of the country. So I really love the city. The weather is very nice. It snowed a little bit over the past couple of weeks, but because we're not very used to snow, we're a little bit shocked when it comes to a little bit of a snow. So if you're thinking about coming to Vancouver, this is one of the best cities to live in the world. Now, Derek, we mentioned that you are one of our peer mentors. Tell us a little bit about the International Peer Mentor Community, the IPMC, and as a mentor, what did you learn from the program?
So the IPMC is basically helping new students adjust to their new student life here in Vancouver Community College. So one of the best things about it is that you get to meet other people who share the same experience as you do. For me, as a mentor, what I do is just help these new students adjust to their new lives here, like get to know the school and at the same time get to know the city. There's also sometimes free food and some free coffee. So basically it's mostly about learning the ups and downs here in Vancouver Community College, and at the same time learning what are the opportunities inside and out of the school and the institution. That's it.
So for any new students who are thinking about coming to Vancouver, as a mentor, what would you recommend for them to do before they leave the country so that they can be a bit more well prepared?
So to be really well prepared, they have to do a lot of research, go to YouTube about vlogs and stuff like that, and even go to Reddit just to have a more concrete or more candor experience on Vancouver. So you need to get to know going in social media or in doing your research, it's mostly the good stuff, but you also need to know the bad stuff so that you could be 100% foolproof in your survivability in this concrete jungle.
Awesome. Now, we probably have some students who are starting in May. For the students who are starting in May who may be really new to the campus, what services are available? What services have you used that you really want to recommend to others?
Actually, the best service that I can actually recommend to others would be the counseling, because the number one thing that you have to understand being an international student is actually outside of your comfort zone. It's not like masters where you're already in your country of origin, but you're in a different city. So you sometimes feel like you're a fish out of water. It's a you versus everyone else. But with counseling, it helps you have a safe space for you to discuss all of your feelings and just be who you are, and then just say whatever you want to say without any prejudice or judgment. At the same time, on a more tangible note, I also use the library services because they have they provide a lot of things to the students, like example, laptop rentals, especially if right now I'm actually a Mac user, but a lot of the laptops that they lend are actually Windows Windows laptops, and most of our applications are Windows, so it's quite comfortable or quite convenient for me to be able to access that anytime. And at the same time, I can actually borrow a GoPro there and stuff like that.
I actually bought a GoPro myself. I was on a trip to Las Vegas for a weekend, and I thought, you know what, I don't want to buy a GoPro. And the library has GoPros available for rental, so I got it for free, and I was able to enjoy my vacation. So as a student, you can do that as well. So Derek, now you were from a different country. Which country were you from?
I'm actually from the Philippines.
From the Philippines. I guess the teaching style and the classroom setup may be a little bit different. Can you talk about the differences between your home country and Canada?
The one of the most notable differences that I noticed is that most of the mentors or most of the instructors here in VCC came from a diverse background and at the same time have credentials from different parts of the world, and that's actually something really unique about this institution. It's because you're not really learning from one country alone, but rather you're learning from a more global perspective, like different perspectives or different experiences from maybe South Africa, some from Europe and stuff like that. So you don't only just learn from their experience, but you learn from the countries of their experience.
That's awesome. I think just like Vancouver, that is a very multicultural city where more than half of the people here, English is not their first language. VCC is the same. It's very multicultural. You'll be able to make a lot of friends from different parts of the world. So I have one last question for you, Derek. I know you're very busy, but just wanted to check with you. There are a lot of people that have some concerns about getting a job. How did you find your first job in Canada? What would you recommend people to do that?
Actually, the best thing to get a job here in Vancouver, especially that there's a large market competition right now with labor, as much as possible, try to network yourself on your skills and try to meet other people, because that's actually how I got my first job. I was just randomly asking people, hey, so if you guys know any job that's anything, that's really I'm not really picky with anything right now, because again, my priority right now is my study, and I was lucky enough to be recommended for a server position job in a restaurant here in Vancouver. So don't be shy and just go out there and just hand out resumes or try to network yourself, sell yourself for a job. That's it.
And I think I agree with you, Derek. I think the main priority for you is to study, but getting that Canadian experience is also very crucial. So I'm really glad that you're able to find a job and contributing to the Canadian economy, but at the same time learning some experiences as well. Now, if there's anything that you want to say to any new students who might be considering VCC or studying abroad, what would be the one piece of advice you want to give them?
Just go outside of your comfort zone. It's something that would help you grow professionally and get you to have a more multicultural perspective in life. That's it.
Thank you so much, Derek. So the question from the audience is, how is the weather in Vancouver? I talked about that, but if you're not paying attention, let Derek answer this question.
Actually, the weather here in Vancouver is really nice, but the best thing that you should know is that you have to be waterproof when you're going here, because it may not snow much here, but the rain here can be intense. Vancouver is also known as Raincouver because of how much rain we receive every year.
I think in the summertime, it's different every season. In the summertime, there's less rain, but a bit more rain in the wintertime. So be prepared for the rain, but it doesn't snow as much. It snows a little bit, so you can play, snowball or build a snowman if you want. You get to experience different cultures and different seasons. So thank you very much, Derek. You have a wonderful day on your day off. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. Okay, so thank you, Derek. Derek is a busy person. He has a lot of stuff going on, so I would like to thank him for coming to share a little bit about his experiences and his perspective. Now, some Q&A time with you guys, or we have some questions that we can cover. So I think I have a list of questions that are very common asked, so I'll just go through them. And if you think of any other questions, just remember to type it in the chat and we can address them. So the first question is, are there any scholarships or financial aid options available for international students? So first of all, there are regional entrance award available for students who are thinking about applying to VCC, we do have some entrance awards available, and the link is in our bio. It's on our website. So we have a lot of programs that offer the entrance award. After you are a VCC student, once you start to take courses at VCC, you'll be able to get your grades on the transcript. Then that's when you can start applying for different kinds of scholarships and awards. So yes, we do have a lot of different scholarships, awards, and financial resources available for international students. The only thing that you may not be able to qualify for is a student loan, which is offered only to Canadian students. But other than that, there are many types of financial services that you can access. Second question, which programs are popular and which programs are eligible for post-graduation work permit? So VCC has about, I want to say maybe 40 to 45 programs in total, and more than half of our programs are eligible for post-graduation work permit. Sorry, just taking a selfie. So yeah, a lot of programs are eligible for post-graduation work permit. For example, we have some automotive programs in automotive repair and refinishing technology. We have the hospitality and food service management diploma. We have the culinary and food service management diploma as well. We have health care assistant diploma. We have occupational and physical therapist assistant diploma. We have some business programs such as global supply chain management. We have a new program called IT project management post-degree diploma, where you can learn project management skills to apply them in the IT field. Other programs include health and wellness professional in cosmetology, where you get to learn the holistic way of providing the services to customers who need the skincare and different types of support. So lots of programs. I can't remember all of them, but they are on our website. You can either go to our bio, or if you just Google VCC PGWP programs, you will be able to see the list of programs that are available for you to not only have the education to work when you're studying, but also to obtain post-graduation work permit after your studies. There are other questions, for example, how do you prove your English language proficiency? What kind of tests are accepted? Now, if you're able to listen to my live and understand a lot of it, then I think your English level is pretty good. But if you need to apply, you need to be able to provide some proof. So we do accept IELTS academic, we accept Duolingo English test, we also accept TOEFL IBT and PTE and a bunch of other ones. So just make sure that you go to our website to check the program that you want, and depending on each program, the requirements can be a little bit different. So just make sure to check the website. And how do you apply if you are interested in starting a new journey in Vancouver, just like Derek, going through the journey of becoming a student, getting some part-time job, and then also getting a really credential and good experience from Canada. Think about applying to VCC if there's a program that suits you. So the application process is quite easy. You just make sure to go to the website to see if the program requirements are met. So if you have met all program requirements, you can check the program is accepting application, and if it is, you apply online. So everything is online right now. You can upload your transcripts. You can upload your passport, so that we have everything about you, and we can assess if you meet the requirements or not. And if everything is good, we'll give you an offer letter, you pay the deposit, and then you start the application process for a study permit. So it's actually pretty easy, but if you still have any questions, you can email us, you can give us a call. We also have bi-weekly info sessions available, where there will be somebody to give you information about programming, admission requirements, and to walk you through the step of becoming a student at VCC. The last question was, how long does it take to process an application at VCC? So the application processing time right now is different at the year. As of today, I was told it's only 4 days. 4 days if you submit everything, and we review your application within 4 days, we're going to give you a decision if you are accepted or not. Some programs, if it requires an interview, it might take a little bit longer for the application processing time. I think I answered the majority of the questions. Are there any questions live that I can answer?
Someone was asking about if we have any health programs available for next semester.
The health programs, so we have a few health programs, health-related programs at VCC. We have Healthcare Assistant Diploma, which is no longer available, unfortunately. It's a very popular program, so that one is not available until maybe next year. We have the Occupational Physical Therapist Assistant Diploma. We are still accepting applications for September this year. We have Dental Technology Sciences Diploma, which is also accepting applications. So we have some choices available. So just remember to go to our availability page. You can Google VCC application availability, or just go to vcc.ca/IE availability, and you'll be able to see what programs are accepting applications right now and from what category, and if the programs are eligible for a post-graduation work permit. Everything is available on the website.
How many campuses VCC has?
So really good question. So we have two campuses. Both of them are located in the heart of Vancouver. One is in downtown Vancouver. The other one is called Broadway campus. So for me to go from downtown campus to the Broadway campus, it takes me about 20 to 25 minutes by transit. I walk very slowly, so it'll take me about 3 to 5 minutes to walk to the station, take another 10 minutes or so of SkyTrain, and then walk another 5 minutes to the campus. So it's very easy to get from one campus to the other. But you don't have to go to both campuses. Depending on where you study, you will have one home campus to go to. For example, if you're in the health and wellness professional in cosmetology program, you'll be in downtown. If you're in culinary or hospitality, you'll be in downtown. But if you're learning automotive or heavy mechanical trades, or if you're in healthcare, you'll be at Broadway. So just go to one campus where you'll be able to access a lot of the facilities there.
Question about immigration policies. How is VCC addressing these changes with the international students?
So basically, if you are a VCC student, I'm not sure if you are, but if you're a VCC student, we send out regular newsletters to let you know what the policy changes are and how they're going to impact you. If you're a new student, we also have information on our website because it changes. It can change without notice. So we always want to make sure that our website has the most up-to-date information. So as a future student who have not planned your studies yet, I would also encourage you to check the immigration department's website, RRCC's website, because that's where the source of information is. We are communicating as much as possible of the information of the changes to our current students. For prospective students, we're linking them to the particular web pages so that they can also know what those changes are. Of course, there are changes to immigration pathways, which we are aware of, but by the time that you graduate from VCC, there's another 2 or 3 years to go, and things can change in the middle. So our recommendation is always for you as a student to choose a program that you like. Because whether if you can stay in Canada longer than the post-graduation work permit, it doesn't matter. Are you able to get the Canadian credential, the education, as well as some of the Canadian work experiences so that you are more competitive than the other people who don't really have the opportunity to do that. And that's something that we really want our students to experience. It's the Canadian education, the Canadian work experiences. If you decide to stay in Vancouver for longer and you're able to do that, that's great. But not everybody will be able to do that.
Comment from Carmen. She's our student, not sure the program. She's just telling that she loves both campuses, and international education has an amazing staff and facilities.
Oh, thank you so much. So we're very happy that our current students are also watching this live. So it just shows you how friendly our students are. And in our office, sometimes students come to our office because they have an issue or they have a complaint that they want to talk to somebody about. But you can always drop by our office, even if it's just a small question that you want to ask. We're always there to help you. We may not be open, 24 hours. We're only open during Mondays to Friday during office hours, but you can always reach out to us. Email is the best way because we need to know your student number to be able to give you some advice. But otherwise, you can drop us a message on Instagram or give us a call. We're always here to support each other. We're a community college. We're supporting the student community, and also the employers are supporting our students too, and we're providing the employers with education of their future employees. So we're all working together in this, and hopefully if you haven't decided to come to VCC, you will make that decision very soon. If you still have any other questions, we'll also have a lot of different channels that you can reach out to us. Any last questions before I say goodbye to everybody?
It's about probably a current student. You want to know how many times he can defer admission at VCC.
Okay, so how many times you can defer your admission, that would be a question for our admissions department, because it depends on your situation, why you're requesting that deferral, and which program you're deferring into and which intake. So I would suggest that you email our admissions office, and if you don't remember the email, remember the offer letter that you got, just reply to that email. Reply to the email so we know your information and we can provide proper advice based on your situation.
Or do we need transcripts from previous school when applying to VCC?
So the question was, do we need transcripts from your previous education institution when you apply to VCC? So it depends on the program. Most programs require you to have a high school graduation or university degree, depending on if it's a diploma or post-degree diploma. So if a program requires you to have high school graduation, we need your transcripts from high school. But if you already complete a degree, a bachelor's degree, and we're only requiring a diploma, usually you don't need a bachelor's degree. So it depends on what you're applying to. Okay, great. So thank you very much for watching today. And like I said, we're open almost every day. So if you have any questions, drop by, give us a call, send us a message, direct message from Instagram, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.